Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you didn't know already, my name is Tara and I'm a cruelty-free makeup beauty YouTuber. I picked up a ton of face products from Beauty Bakerie. I got the Better Not Bitter flower setting powder from them. I also got their Cake Face concealer, their foundation, and they sent me a free sponge with it, and they also sent me another shade for free. So just in case I got the wrong shade, which I actually think is really awesome because buying online, especially foundation, it's really hard to make sure that you get the right shade. That's really cool. They didn't charge me any extra to give me an extra shade, and they, like I said, they gave me the sponge for free. I have dry skin, dry textured skin, just so you know. First of all, I'm gonna have to go dampen this. I can say the sponge got really freaking big, so that's pretty cool. I was a little nervous when I was feeling it before I wet it because it was kind of hard, but it is very soft now. So this is gonna be a first impressions as far as all of these face products are concerned. If you don't know about Beauty Bakerie, they are an indie brand. They are a Black owned brand. So that is really awesome. I also like when they released these foundations, the Cake Mix foundation. It is a demi matte, so I already moisturized my face really well with the Tatcha water cream. And I'm going to use a very moisturizing primer as well, because I think the misconception is that just because you have dry skin, you can't wear matte foundation. Just because you have oily skin, you can't wear dewy foundation. That's not true. It's all about the primer that you use and how you take care of your skin. So I think that it's also awesome that when they were labeling I love this packaging so much. I love the whole theme of how they keep in with the Beauty Bakerie situation. But I like that when they labeled the foundations, the lighter shades were actually higher in number. So like the deepest shade would be shade number 1. I know I got the fairest shade with the neutral undertones, but like I said, they also sent me another one. I'm gonna use the Smashbox primerizer to prime my face. That way I'm super moisturized. These, I know the foundation, it says that it is a vegan, long-lasting, non-acne-genic formula, so that's pretty cool. I know all of them are cruelty-free, obviously. The concealer is also vegan. I don't know if the setting powder is vegan. Looks to be vegan, like from the ingredients, but it doesn't state that it's vegan. I think the packaging is just so cute. It is like this, you can see it, and then you can pull. Why won't it pull? The directions on the back say 1. Prep before you bake and bake. Prep your cake by massaging 1 to 3 drops of wake and bake face oil onto clean skin. I don't have the face oil, so I just prime my face. So I guess that would be like their primer. And then it says 2. Now it's time for the main course. I think this is so cute. Give it a shake before you cake. Apply a few drops of Cake Mix foundation to the center of your face and blend outwards. Gently tap in the foundation, stippling, not rubbing, to avoid no sweet cake streaks. Not so sweet streaks. See, it has like all these instructions, and then it shows you what you would need to make the most beautiful face. And then it says 3. Bake. Set yourself up to success with our flower setting powder that locks your foundation in place for ultra matte finish. Bake for a minute by pressing flour into skin with a blending egg, then sweep it off with a fluffy brush, and voila, so fresh, so long. Fine lines. Hello gorgeous cake face. I want a hello gorgeous cake face. Who doesn't? This is number 55. I wish it had the undertones on here because I don't have any device in front of me to see. So I'm going to shake it like it says. I'm going to pump some onto my hand. I love that it comes with a pump, and I love the packaging. And it says our Cake Mix is an oil-free demi-matte foundation that offers medium to full coverage with a lightweight texture. Your skin will look and feel natural. Vitamin A, C, and E are infused to make sure that your baked beat will be a healthy one. For more of a matte finish, set your foundation with our flower setting powder. So maybe that isn't a good one. We'll check out the other shade that they sent me. I think 55, the shade right here, is the one that I picked out because it said neutral undertones. I don't know. we'll let it dry for a second too. And let me grab the other shade. The second shade that I have is 53. So I think this would be darker. Oh gosh, I think this would be darker than the first shade I have. Sometimes it's more about undertone. See, I feel like maybe I'll mix them together. Let's see what it looks like mixed together. It's not like running down my hand, so that's nice. Yeah, I think mixing them is a lot better for me. I think I already said this, but I do have dry textured skin, and you can see that I am breaking out in some spots on my face. I'm gonna take the egg beater sponge and start blending in what little bit I have on my face. I'm a little worried that this is gonna look a little orange on me. I might have to get another shade if I end up liking this, because it's looking a little orange. It dries really fast, guys. Can you see? It's even hard for me to blend it out right now. So it does dry pretty fast, and it's pretty orange on me. And that little light layer, it didn't cover very much. Doesn't even look like I put foundation on my skin. Let's do another pump. So I've used 3 pumps already. I might end up going in with a brush. I don't know if this sponge is really working out. Can you guys see how it's just not blending out? And that makes me sad because I really want to love this. Oh my orange. Look at how bad this is blending out. Why is it blending out so bad? I'm gonna go in with a brush and see if that makes it any better. So I'm gonna go in with this kabuki brush, and maybe that will help it a little bit. Maybe not. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I feel about this foundation. I would not say this is medium to full coverage at all. And just look how orange it is for me. These are not the lightest shades in the bunch, but I don't think they're neutral undertones either. Like the one I picked out is supposed to be neutral undertone. I don't know if I would say that. You can still see all the redness in my cheeks. So let me take and try to put some on here and blend it out with a brush. It's literally something that you have to blend really quickly, or it just dries up and then it's just like a spot of foundation. Oh yeah, it looks a lot better with a brush. A lot better. I think it looks a lot better with the brush, because when I went over it, now all that's covered. So I think that the sponge just soaks up too much. I don't mind the finish of it though, for being a demi matte so far. We'll see. Next up is the full coverage liquid concealer. It's the Cake Face concealer finish, providing all day wear, perfect for covering imperfections and evening skin tone. So it says apply directly to your clean skin with the applicator wand, blend smoothly for an even application, top with flour setting powder to bake your face. Looking at the color, I already think it's going to be too dark for me, but that's okay. Like I said, this brand is more targeted towards women of color and people of color. Oh, it's not too bad. So I don't know how I feel about this wand. It's slanted like that, and it does feel very, very stiff. You get 4 milliliters in the concealer, and you get 1 ounce in the foundation. I just feel like the sponge takes away. I don't like this. I don't like the sponge. I was trying to like the sponge, but I don't like the sponge. So I'm gonna take this flat angled brush right here and blend out this side, because you can see how it just blended away with that brush. I mean with the sponge, it just blended away. Man, you gotta be quick with this. The foundation and the concealer, you gotta be quick to blend it out. I'm gonna add a little bit more where did I put the concealer? I'm gonna add a little bit more concealer to this side because I just blended away with the sponge. So I can tell you, I really don't like the sponge. I don't like it. So this is the setting powder. It is the translucent one. They have different colors for different skin tones. Like they have translucent, they have a pinkish shade, and then they have like a deeper shade. So I think that's really cute. I think the packaging is super cute. And ooh, I like that. It has like a little thing where you can twist it so it doesn't get all gross and such. I'm not gonna set my entire face because it's a matte foundation. And like feeling it, it's already dried down. So I don't feel like I need to set my entire face. So I'm just gonna put powder on the areas that, yeah, besides looking semi-orange, I don't think that the foundation itself looks that bad on my skin. Matte, obviously, so I expect things like it going into my fine lines right here. That's just normal for me with matte foundations. And my forehead lines, I expect that as well. So I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup, and I will be back to check in with you guys in natural lighting. I'm in the natural lighting right now, and I still think it looks very, very orange. Even my daughter said that I look orange. You think I look orange, Madeline?
Yeah.
Yeah, I look orange. I do really like the finish though. Like I think the finish looks really, really beautiful. Like it's a very nice demi matte finish that I totally agree with. I just don't like the shade. So I definitely need to get a new shade, 1000%. So it's been about 2 hours. Thank you. It's been about 2 hours that it's been on, and oh my gosh, my daughter got her fingerprints all over my sunglasses. So I will check back in with you guys in about another 5-ish hours. Bye. So guys, I'm back. It has been about 10 hours now. It is currently 10 p.m. and I did my makeup around 11:30, I want to say it was. So I haven't even reapplied my lipstick, which is insane. It still looks pretty decent, I think. As far as the little beauty sponge, I don't like this. I think that it didn't apply the foundation very well at all. It just made it look super patchy. It didn't blend it out at all. It just soaked up all the product. I will try it with other foundations, but and this foundation wasn't very watery, so I don't know why it did that. As far as the Cake Face foundation, which this retails for $28, by the way. I think it was $28, I believe it was. And I actually really like this for a matte foundation. I think my skin still looks absolutely beautiful. I definitely need a new shade. That is definitely true. I mean, you can tell from where my concealer is, you can see a noticeable difference. But I really like this foundation, and I'm definitely going to be picking up another shade, a lighter shade. And if anything, I can mix it with one of my white foundations and hopefully get a good shade. It still looks great after 10 plus hours of wear. You can hardly see my pores. Like it just looks so good. I've wiped my nose like 100 times, so that's why there's some wear and stuff around here. It does look a little cakey around the nose. But let me see how my forehead looks. I have bangs, so I don't really look at my forehead, but I know a lot of people don't have bangs anymore. Like you can see You see how white my scalp is? Don't mind my dandruff. And then you see how orange it is. So if I like self-tanned or something, maybe it wouldn't look so bad. But I mean, it still looks freaking fabulous after 10 plus hours. So I do recommend this. I think that it would be great for oily skin because of how well it has stuck on my skin. And I used to have oily skin. I've had oily skin and dry skin, and I could see this being a very good foundation. As far as the concealer, the Cake Face Concealer, I actually thought when I applied this it was going to be way too dark for me. It is a little yellow for me, but I do like it. I mean, my under eyes look beautiful. I don't think that it's full coverage, just like I don't think the foundation is full coverage. I think it's a good medium coverage as long as you use a brush and not a sponge with it. The concealer, same thing. I didn't like it with a sponge. I liked it with a brush better, you know, as far as blending it out and stuff. But I think it looks absolutely flawless. I also think this would be like a medium coverage because you can still see my dark circles and my little freckles and so on and so forth. And it's lasted really well for the 10 plus hours. And then as far as the Beauty Bakerie Better Not Bitter Flower translucent powder. I had said earlier that this comes in 3 shades. It actually comes in 4 shades. I looked it up, and it comes in translucent, yellow, pink, and brown. I love this powder. I think that it set my under eyes really well. I did not set my foundation, so if you have dry skin, I would not set this. I would only just set your concealer. Everything else blended out great on it. My blush is kind of faded now, and my highlight is still kind of there. And my contour is still there, but everything blended out great on top of this without setting my face. I just set my under eyes with this, but I am so excited to try setting my whole face with this because it set my under eyes so beautifully. It feels so good, and I just think that this is really great. So out of everything, I loved all the products except for this guy. These were not products that I think meshed well with this. Maybe if the oil that they sell was involved in it, this would work really well, but I just do not like the sponge for blending out the foundation, their foundation or concealer. When it's already ripped too as well. Like, it already ripped, and I just opened it and used it once. So, and it's already got these weird little things on there. You see what I mean? And I used it once, guys. So I know they come in a, I want to say 8-pack for like 18 bucks or 16 bucks or something like that. If you like my vibe, don't forget to subscribe, and I really hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.